Yeah, we start. We can start.
Hello, I am Pranjal, speaking on behalf of Vidyata. Today's topic is To India's Legal Analysis. We believe in a broader perspective speaking, so I would request all the participants to not hesitate and lay down your opinion. And please do subscribe to the channel.
All right. Since we already heard the when we does that stand-up comedian uploaded at YouTube channel, so it just he within the days it was a million views and everything was divided. Internet was divided with Vedas or against Vedas. Every criticism came. There's this thing in our mind that see criticism is fine. It's inside the boundaries. You go outside, that is not a fine. Like it's not. So, but since being a lawyer, we'll have our discussion and legally discussions. So, before starting this one, I have prepared my own poem to this. Obviously, it will be like not, it will not match even 1% of the poetry because law as a being lawyer, I am not a very good poem. All right, so here we go. One is Article 19.1, where we are free to speak. But there is one Article 19.2, reasonable restriction, where we are choked by sedition and UAPA. Article 15 is about equality. But deep inside our society mentality, we don't have a choice of eating, marrying, or dress of our own choice. Life and liberty is embedded in Article 21. But why my case is being judged entirely on one bail application? 105 times Constitution of India have been amended. I have a question. Will it be remain the same? So here we go. Here we discuss and debate whether it's to India or to laws of India. But I humbly pray that Veer Das has a case of criticism, not case of criminalization. All right, so that was a bad poem. I just say.
It was a wonderful poem, sir.
Okay, so Pranjal, just see we saw this Veer Das. Can you go ahead with how do you think that his criticism matched to the facts?
Yes, sir. I would try. I would be delighted to lay down certain facts. For the first fact would be that PM Modi was fined of 13,000 for not wearing a mask. Here, the PM Modi expressed his concerns regarding the sharp rise in the number of corona cases. However, he did not mention that the country or the prime minister who was imposed to the country that the prime minister was imposed fine for the act of negligence in Bulgaria. Cities, and the second fact would be that cities like Delhi, air quality remains in a very category today, in a very poor category today, with an AQI at 332. Also, from November 21 onwards, surface winds are likely to be strong, resulting in effective dispersion that improves air quality. Third one, the very famous case of Nirbhaya, where a girl was not only raped because she decided to go out in the night with a boy who was in fact her fiance. The fourth fact would be, according to RSF ranking of 2020, the World Press Freedom Index India stands of 142 and 180 with a score of 46.56. And lastly, I would like to mention that he truly where he's truly correct, where we bleed blue every time we play green, but every time we lose to green, we turn orange all of a sudden. As a torrent of social media abuse was aimed at the only Muslim player in Indian playing, Mohammad Shami, after his side were thrashed by our rivals Pakistan at the T20 World Cup, when Virat Kohli took a stand, nor that nor that he was spared. So these are the facts that I would like to state.
Well, it's one of the most controversial part that everybody got offended. I I'll just share this thing. Just a second. All right. So one of the thing that got very controversial was the part where he spoke about this that women are being worshipped, and then he said it's being raped. So that issue that see please understanding the point of this. See, deities and women. So what he's referring is a human being. Obviously, that person he's saying that we are marrying. We can't just because the word worship has been added. We can't actually says that okay. Oh, he has heard the sentiments of the religious sentiments. No, it shouldn't be interpreted in that way. He's actually speaking for in a favor of what safety of women is, and it's very much true that at night time it's not safe where you whichever developed state you go from Kerala you go, yeah, other states you go, north states say, or even Jammu and Kashmir, the night time it's not safe. We there if you what if you find a one girl, and just some think from a boy's perspective, night times 11 p.m. you find a girl walking on down the streets, or there are like this person, whoever will be, there's a likely chances someone would stop their car stop their cars. And hi Jay Kumar Gupta for joining this one. You can do join if you have opinion, you can express it. So I was saying is if this person sees it and at night time it's not safe. Women don't go at night. Nowhere in India it's safe. So that's a very big thing. Even if like comparing, I mean, we don't need to compare other states. Thing is, it's not safe to go outside for night. We have a state of with me is Pranjal. Even Pranjal can say this. Is it Bangalore? Is that safe that you can go inside at any time night?
No, actually, in fact, not. It would not be like even if the areas, even if people say that Bangalore is one of the safest cities, I do not agree. Even in the daytime, let's not just consider the night. I mean, even in the daytime, if you pass by a guy, there is some sort of howling or there is some sort of touching that is not appropriate. That is highly inappropriate. So it is definitely not safe for us. I'm not like people say that all men are not the same. I agree, they are not, but it is not safe for us. We have a sense of hesitant that to go out late in the night. So that will always be there because it is not completely safe to go out for any girl for that matter, or in general also.
It's one of the thing I have also from my colleague friends is see this kind of molestation and sometimes unwelcome touch. It's happened so many times. You can't just go ahead and like girls have
It
become
is
it's hard to you can't every day you can't file a case like just this
You
person.
sometimes do not even realize that you have been touched inappropriately. It happens in that fashion, and nowadays it has become something that is normal, which these are the things that are not supposed to be normal, but for us it's like ye to hota hi hai, so this is like really normal, and it is not supposed to be normal. So it happens on a daily basis, like every second some or the other girl is being touched inappropriately, every minute a girl is being molested, every hour a girl is being raped. So it is something that is very unwelcomed for, but has somehow become very normal.
So I mean that's a point, and I do personally feel that even if if you see case even in night times in my family girls like because it's not safe The girls don't go after 8 p.m. It's not safe. It's actually not safe. Uh, it's India is not safe. Basically, my city is not safe. Why can't I say India is not safe? So I can say India is not safe, and it's very very risky if if it's 11 p.m. and that night, and it's not safe. Now the second point I will go is the media thing, where he said that people in people in I mean it won't be fine to reiterate those words, but I'll say that the media is we have seen is there are two medias that has become one is has become a government sided media, government favorable media, and there is one that has become a criticism media. Another point is correctly said, many laptops are working. Yes, there are good journalists. We are seeing women being there are good journalists, women who are working great. You can say this ulta chashma, there is this girl Pragya, Jash Pragya, right? You aware of this ulta chashma? There's this, she's covering a well good journalism, like ground root journalism. Then you see this there's two girls recently, these two girls got arrested in Tripura. What was their name? That uh, Samriti Sukwa, and there's other girl. So these two girls are like these are fearless girls who are working hard. And there is this another gentleman's of Sudhir Chaudhary and Arnab Goswami. So but we do see that corporatization has worked. They're working really. There's this big good companies. These media companies are not being funded by a general public. There are a few big investments they have, and they are working on this one. So this media part uh, was a very good one. He has said this one. The third
Yes,
thing, Pranjal, I would like to highlight that one, the IQ one.
yes,
Okay,
sir. AQI.
IQ, yeah. Jay Gupta, if you have anything, you can also share in that one. Jay Kumar Gupta.
Yes, yes, okay.
Can we have a brief, like if you could open your mic and video, it would be fine to have you one.
Actually, I joined now, so I am understanding what is the topic is going on.
See, the topic is basically the topic what we're discussing is a Vedas, and that's to India is it there or not? Is there a difference or not? There's already a word is called double standard, and it is there. Like we do Indians have sometimes we have a two opinions. There's nothing wrong. We have a three opinions. We have four opinions. So it's just a part of opinion. It's just a it's not exactly the opposite, but it's a part of two Indians, he was saying. So you can say we two things we somehow, that's fine to be correct. Although we can say, see, it's a comedy, it's a performance, it's an art he is doing in a foreign land. So we can't say okay isko is tarah se karte to that would be fine. But two point, the one safety point which he raised through a very controversial statement, which I find it somehow we need to understand it. Like, Jay Gupta, which city you are from?
Uh, Basically, I am from Jharkhand, near Jamshedpur. I think you must
All
have
right, so
heard.
tell me which place is fine after 8 p.m. for girl.
I
Correct.
I
Now,
think
is it safe for single women to go outside?
yeah, I think it's safe. It definitely depend upon the administration, how they are doing, like
Do
how.
we have enough number of police force in that city?
As far as I saw that they are doing good. I have seen police are patrolling, the sirens are going.
So if a girl from Station Road to say a Persudi Chalk, she's traveling, will you say it's fine to go like at 10 p.m. Go alone? You think the people will not say anything to her? Like, is that journey is so simple?
I think generalization will be bad in every community. Some are bad, some are good. So
Yeah, that is completely true, that we cannot generalize it, but in a large number as a girl, we do not feel safe at night to go around. We are not saying that something bad will happen, but it is we are not comfortable to move around in public in general. At night time, it becomes really difficult for us to go around.
yes, yes, I understand that.
See, I don't understand. See, you are a law student, right? Or a lawyer?
Yes, yeah. No, I'm a law student.
Which college?
Yeah, NMIM School of Law, Bangalore.
From Bangalore. Okay. So I'll just tell you one thing. See, you've been to Bangalore and Jamshedpur. Now tell me, like, it's not hide and something thing. Bangalore, I have been to that place. I have seen a group of girl, not a single girl, group of girl, 11:30 p.m. But I have not seen such kind of a, like, what they feel comfortable, and the same comfortable they will go in the Jamshedpur. It is not possible. Like, I I I I have not seen like girls going so comfortable रात को 10 बजे के बाद 11 बजे के बाद. People will say, why is this girl going? ये अकेले क्यों जा रही थी? क्या काम था अकेले जाना? तो कौन सा इतना अर्जेंट काम था अकेले जाना? So that's a problem हम लोग के साथ है. There is no choice. If she wants to go, let her go. Dress अगर कुछ हो गया, people will be obviously looking how in what dress she is going. वो कैसा ड्रेस में जा रही है. God knows if something थोड़ा सा modern क्या हो गया, will be like out. There, I'm sure that there will be some unfortunate things will happen. I can't, that word, we can't say, okay, rape ही हो जाएगा, but there will be some sort of things at night. There are street lights not working. There are many places there CCTVs are not there. We don't have that much of police force in Jharkhand. That is admitted case. Like, we can't say we have a good number of police for each and for each number of person that we have. So even in Bangalore is not that safe. I've seen like people as a gadi ja rahe and they will do. So I think that portion is very much fine. I don't know why like people getting offended, but people not got offended when this kind of cases happening everywhere. Won't we feel bad? Like, why not women are feel free to go at night, go to their own place? So I think Vedas has a point, and he has said it in a very harsh performance, in a very comic performance way, that it's hard for every us to digest this fact. All right. So that's a point. We can go ahead with the media one and what the point Pranjal was making.
Can I state a question, sir?
Hmm?
So,
Like as a general question.
yeah, it's a general question, sir. So all I want to know, okay, what is your opinion on freedom? Like generally, I'm asking, okay, what is the opinion on freedom of media? Do you really feel that India has a free media, or is it highly influenced by the government, or like the high officials? Is my question.
Freedom of
Media.
freedom of media. That's I think already the rank is going down on free media. Now the media itself is very transforming, and the way in which uh, initially started with a very TV channels, that was the media. There was this print media, electronic media, we say print media, newspaper one, then this. And now, right now, we have seen a subscriber based media where they are being financially supported by the readers, like Wire, you can say. And there are this Quint is also a subscription based journal, News Laundry, which are subscription based. They are totally financed by the general public, not by any institution or any investors comes in. So now coming is to the part of freedom. See, media does not work for free. All people need these people need some to meet their expenses. Now, if a good media needs company runs, they need fund. Now it comes is where they will get fund. The big media houses are certainly not free. So the question is media. So how do we divide a media? So I think each country, even every democratic country, has a divided media. So when we can't have a united media as well. So, so the answer is whether media is free. Since media is a very privately funded thing, every media, left, right, middle, anything, it has to be supported subscription. Live Law is a subscription based, bar and bench. Even we are subscription based, but not being subscribed. That's a different thing. So is media free? Not free. Terms of finance, not free. Will India be free at any time? I don't think so that media will be free in future as well. There will be a new struggle coming to media, and media will be generating or changing itself with the time. There are many arrests. I think the recent, since obviously I will say the majority government has affected a lot. Since 2014, when this high majority government came in, BJP with the most of the alliance, there were many cases being filed. Like there was so many FIRs. It was like in a click, a person can be arrested. The freedom became, and people supported those arrests, and people are not and many people are not condemning those arrests. So that's the thing. Have you like so many lawyers are being FIR are being filed against them for working on some cases. Like we have forget that there's a thing called innocent until proven guilty. So this why so arrest is so easy. So you are arresting lawyers and then arresting journalism. So these are signs that not it's not only media that is not free, but even the democracy itself it's at a stake. All right. Okay, so apart from media, what was that AQIQ we last discussing on this?
Yeah, so that is about the air quality index. It's the air quality index. So as he mentions that the air AQI is of 9,000, but we still sleep at the terrace in the night to gaze the stars. So he meant it very poetically that the AQI of India is not 9,000 as of now, but of Delhi it is 332, which is considered to be very bad according to the index. So what he's trying to portray is that even though the weather being so bad, we are still so engrossed with the sky watching, where we sleep in the terrace to gaze at the stars and everything. So he meant it very poetically. Where on one side the air quality is so bad, but on the other side we are gazing at the stars.
I think I mean I think it's comparing. We haven't realized actually how how bad the air quality is. But I can say one thing is there are many companies that have come for air purifying. So it has become a new market. So that's a very realized part that see air quality has actually been in an alarming way. And since pollution is something a common issues, problem with the common issues is nobody wants to talk about common problem that unites everybody. We don't want to discuss on something that is very common to everyone. So that's not has become climate issue has not become our everyone issues. Vehicle is still being the pollution thing. If he says cracker thing, not to do this, it will again become a controversial. So the thing is, we are not very serious of a climate issue. I don't know how hard people have able to understand this one. The second, I think, we'll go in that part where you remember that he said that we are being we have a population of less than 30 years, but we are being follow a leader who is the age of what 70, 75. He was thinking of 150 years.
Yeah,
I think that is
self-explanatory. That point is very well self-explanatory.
We have a very young people generation that are very willing to perform, that are willing to follow those old idea in the name of like, okay, this is the tradition, this is something that's a thing. I think carrying this thing is something that yeah, I mean, Do you have any example, like if you can relate to any uh, thing? We are still have that
So
150 years.
it had recently happened in Uttar Pradesh, if I'm not wrong, where where mobile phones and jeans were blamed for rapes. So that is where he meant, like one of the leaders mentioned that the mobile phones and genes are the main cause of rapes, that like rapes, because girls are using phones and they are more engrossed to social media, and then girls wearing jeans is another problem. So that is what it is said. He said we are following a leader who is the age of 75, who has thinking of a 150-year-old. So that, I guess, that it would be one of the good examples.
Okay, but thing is like uh, thing is old old just being something is old, can it be considered as like it's backward? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that is what he meant it. He meant it very poetically.
Mhm.
A
Not
person who has,
sometimes it's not
because
very, it's not necessary that something which is very old can be always wrong. uh, I think but the thing is old basically means, yeah, it's not going to suit the present thinking. See, opinions are like this. It goes like a circle. I might think you are thinking old, you might think I am thinking old. So now the question is, who is thinking new? So
it
is
is
it
very, these things are very very subjective. It cannot be objective, it cannot be in general. These things, like, people have various views, and you do not know where and who is actually wrong, because these matters are really subjective. It depends from person to person. But then blaming social media, blaming mobile phones, and blaming the attire you wear for rapes is, I feel, that is wrong.
okay? Jayakumar Gupta will be closing this one. So with the last topic I'd be going is the ultimate filing an FIR, filing of an FIR. See, the filing of an FIR has become so like it so happens like, bas bol do, the police register FIR. Like, why don't like there's like proper on application of those judgments that must be seen. Where is this criticism, where is this test of criticism being made? And these FIR, like, just is information, they need to file an FIR. Are we getting anything of this, this filing of an FIR? Instead of, let's just rethink how safe, if you go and filing FIR, the Vedas and another communities have rightly pointed out this thing. It's just creating a fear for them. Like, it's a comedy, it's a performance. Comedy is, it's like you are saying ki meetha meetha nahi hona chahiye. The sweet should not sound meat. It should not sound like sweet. Salt should not taste like salty. It can't go like this. Like, it's a comic, it's a performance to make people laugh, to make people think, to make people clap. These are English persons who won't be doing those, he rightly said that, those girlfriend boyfriend jokes, or those family jokes, or those toilet jokes. Right now I think jokes can be on, the problems which our country is facing.
Present scenario.
And we
Right.
have a lot of people to go along with them. Like, we have people to go with, we in our society there's women, there in society there are minorities, we need to take care of them. So if we are not caring about them, and like, these affairs are not going anywhere. See, you can see a case of this Manural Faruqi. What was that name? Manwar Faruqi, right? Am I correct? Yours off, I guess.
I think Munawar Farooq.
Manawar Faruqi, right? He's not where, he doesn't feel any safe. The reason is not for him, is he says because his audience. Obviously, this thing creates his thing is, people will be scared to buy those tickets. कुछ हो जाएगा, कोई ना कोई आ जाएगा. See, people are conscious. He's selling a ticket. There's 18 above people are going. You have a choice. Don't go to listen to him. He let him speak whatever he speaks. go and laugh. वो एक घंटे का show था, just like. But when this FIR goes on, the thing of this 153A, 505 of the IPC, it's so vague. I mean, it does cover those things when your sentiments is get. But we need to have a thick skin on this one, the big sentiments. People need to have this sentiments, and people, we know why FIR being filed, so that in a if you go ahead, if a girl comes and for some reason, just think of this one case, your some mobile case or something get lost, you go to the police, how prompt you will, the police machinery, you will realize how slow it will go. But when you this thing, when this politicians get offended by this statements of against criticize it, the affair just happens in the speed of electricity, and it there is this person who goes and arrests those people. But what happened next? How many convictions? Kitne we have seen a good conviction of these cases? Zero. There is no convictions. These are just, that is like, that was my point that I pointed at my, in my poem, Life and Liberty embedded in Article 21. But why my case is judged on my one bail application? That's like, you are after bail, you don't see any news of how far that court case is going. So yeah, so here I'm just concluding one. Jay Gupta, thanks for joining. You can have your anything if you want to add.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. I really enjoyed. And sir, one thing, I have sent a connection to you in the LinkedIn. Please connect there.
Yeah, sure. We are very open to any connections. Everyone. We could have,
Thanks.
if you could have like open up the video and we could have actually seen you like, and
Actually, my video is not working today.
I could have seen you like who you are. Anyway, so do, but if you have seen this video, if you had been there in the video, you can see the YouTube channel and that part is the, but do check this YouTube channel thing, okay?
From the next after next onwards, I will be.
We have, it happens in Friday and Saturday. So we have every different issues, or sometimes we are covering bar elections. So I mean, anything you can just say, okay. It's good that I see a good interest among law students to come up like in this one. Okay. Thank you.